Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to class. Let's just take a comfortable seat or a comfortable lying down position, maybe over a bolster if you like, just somewhere where the chest is free to breathe. Close your eyes. Or if you don't feel quite ready to close your eyes, just drop them downcast. Hands can go to the lap, to the knees, to the side of the body, overhead if you're lying down. Let's just settle into the physical body as the breath just gathers us up and brings us to a point of arrival. And start allowing the inhalation to move deep into the pelvic bowl, to spread from that lower belly below the navel, all the way out around the waist and to the lower back. So you feel that circumferential nature of the breath in the lower body as that inhalation builds, moving upwards to the lower ribs, to the center of the chest at the level of the heart, to the collarbones, to the throat, just rises slowly and falls with the same attention, but in reverse. And just looking for that narrowing and that drawing in and down of breath. And then as you breathe, just become aware of the boundary of the skin. See if you can bring your attention to all of the skin edges of the body, from the soles of the feet, the tops of the feet, ankles and lower legs, the upper legs, the pelvic basin, all of the skin of the lower back, the middle back, the upper back. Feel it tingling as you bring your attention to it. The belly, the chest, shoulders, the skin of the arms, the back of the hands, even the skin of the palms, the sides of the neck, the front of the throat, the back of the neck, the scalp, the skin of the face. Let it be soft. And sense this container of the body, and then move your attention to just an inch above the skin into the etheric field. And sit with your awareness in that space. Feel it at the back of the body, the front, at the sides. Maybe sensing that field at the top, at the bottom. And then take the measure of what sits beyond that for a moment in your life. What is out there at this time? Where are the places where we compromise, where we move with the group, with the herd? All of the places that we have to navigate outside of ourselves, the forces beyond our control. And then maintaining steadiness of breath, step back now, back to the etheric field, back to the skin boundary. And move your mind and attention now in under the skin, to the muscles and the ligaments and the tendons, all of the rigging of the bones, to the skeletal body, bones of the feet, the lower legs, pelvic bones, the spinal bones, the ribs, the skull, the bones of the arms, the bones of the hands, to the organ community, the beating heart, the pulsing blood, and to the spaces behind the mind. And these are the spaces where it is the in here in opposition or in contrast to the out there. Notice the different feeling space between the two. This is the space where we can cling to our own principles versus the space where we hold together with others. This is the space of self-leadership versus the binding forces outside of ourselves that bring us together. So in today's practice, we're going to work for the union of these opposites, to try to find this place where we can merge the journey in here that is our core principles with the journey out there that requires our compromise. That rubs us up in that sandpaper of life. Trying to find that way where we tap into that unique individuality that we hold within us while removing any sense of separateness from what happens around us. It's merging the top and the bottom, the inner and the outer. It's merging the breath and the body, joining the separate without obscuring the diversity. So I ask you to, in whatever position you're in, gently bring your palms to prayer. Even if you're laying on your back, that's fine. No need to move. And sense that etheric field, that bridge point that sits just above the skin. So this is the field of merger. So notice it. It stands out about an inch all around you, 360 degrees. And with your mind's eye, I invite you to soften it, to let that etheric field merge inwards towards the skin, just a little, the same way that maybe ink might bleed on the paper. Just let it merge in. And then let it also at the same time merge outwards. And just see if you can feel that even in your mind, you can begin the process of blurring the edge. Nice. And just welcome yourself to your practice. And we'll begin today laying on our backs. So let's have the brick handy. And if you're on a hard floor, might be nice just to have a blanket underneath your spine, just to give you a little bit of padding. Let's drop down to lay on our backs and just make sure that you have a support under your head if you feel like that might be needed. You know, if this throat feels like it's over opening. Let's take the brick. Actually, just have the brick next to you for a moment. Start with the soles of the feet on the floor and the knees to the ceiling. Bring the palms of your hands to your low ribs and just draw them down. Now shut your eyes and come back to that soft border once again. Let's try to work from that space today. Take a breath here, inhale. Exhale, right knee to chest. And then straighten that right leg, or just partially straighten it, whatever way you want to work with it today. No need to straighten. Front ribs are down. Use your hands to assist with that. Feel the lower back on the floor, and then exhale, slowly lower right leg down. And the heel just hovers above the floor, and inhale, bring it up. Okay, so we're going to work with this. The slowly right leg down, slowly right leg up. Moving through. And your hands are reminding you that as you draw the front ribs down, you create this beautiful broadening through the lower back in the body. So here's where we can merge the front and back body together, where we can find a space of union and cooperation between those two, such that harmony is brokered. But let's just switch legs. Right leg down, left leg to the vertical, and then left leg moving. Just let this be the very first sort of awakening of the abdominal space this morning. And again, just a reminder, you don't have to straighten that left leg. So that's not really part of the story here. What you really need to work on is just drawing these front ribs down. Couple more rounds. The left leg, and we're going to switch up now. So keep the left leg high. Bring the right leg off the floor, straighten it. Okay, right leg moving, same arc. Only now we don't have that grounded leg for support anymore. So we've got to start to use a little bit more of this abdominal engagement. Now, if this for any reason, lower back, belly, just feels a little bit too strong for your energy levels today, just go back to the first version, drop that left foot down to the floor. So no need to force it if it's not there. Staying with it. Okay, keep those front ribs down. That's what your hands are there to remind you to do as we merge up here, front body, back body. Okay, switch it up. Right leg stays high, left leg starts moving through the arc. Stay with the breath. It's okay if the legs aren't straight. Few more rounds, nearly there. Good, and then both legs straight. Reach for the brick. Bring it between the thighs on its narrow face, so not too wide. Okay, we're going to bend the knees now. Bring the hands back to the front ribs. Okay, front ribs down, lower back flat. Exhale, tap the toes to the floor. Inhale, bring them back up. Okay, it's quite a lot stronger now. Clamp that brick, so two legs. Tap the toes down. Inhale up. So you got two legs deeply bent, clamping that brick. Okay, now maybe you think you'll be very happy to go a little bit further. So bring your legs into 90 degree at back of the knees. Now, if you go to 90 degree and you start to feel that the lower back is lifting, now you can't control that lower back down. I want you to bring it back to the tighter tap. So you'll be working with me. Be really honest. Now we're trying to marry up this movement with the inner body so that we're working with integrity. Okay, if the 90 degree angle is pretty easy for you and that lower back is sweet and managing to stay down through the whole movement, you can try straightening your legs, doing the same pose. Try this. Bring the arms into a position like a forearm plank. That really helps drive those front ribs down. Just a couple more. It's a good, strong abdominal set to start us off. Okay, last two. Tap down and up. Tap down and up. Nice. Release the brick. Shoot the arms upwards towards the roof and just keep the hands soft. Take the legs to about 90 degrees at the back of the knees and knees at about shoulder width apart. Okay, now I want you to take the right arm and the right leg out to the right, but keep your back on the floor fully. And then inhale, bring them back up. And you'll notice that it's the abdominals that brings them back to center. Go left. Keep the bend in the leg. Inhale, back up. Front ribs are down. Okay, just start moving side to side. We're going to slowly move into a twisting shape here, but we're working on these tiny little muscles that run either side of the spine and giving them multifidi. We're giving them a sensation of contraction and movement here. So front ribs are down, and what you want to not do at this point is rock to the side, although we are going to get there. Okay, so let's just do one more each side, staying on the back, level on the sacrum. That's your job. Takes a lot of muscle to do that. All right, let's start going a little bit further. So take the right out to the right, rock a little to the right. So let it twist a little bit or fall a little, and then you got to bring it back up. And do the same to the left. Go out to the left a little, only as far as you can go, and bring it back up. You try and keep that upper leg, whichever is the upper one, more or less in the midline. So you're not tilting too much with the non-working leg. You are rocking now a little bit more side to side on the spine. All right, let's take it further still. Let's take the right leg all the way out to the right and then roll to lie on your right side. Extend your arms forwards. Knees 90 degrees and straight out from the hips. Inhale, right arm to the roof. Exhale, put the right arm behind you. How good does that feel? All right, use your abdominal muscles here. Inhale, bring the knees up, and exhale, take the knees over to the left. Hold it there, inhale. Exhale, bring the right arm over. So now you're lying on the left side, palms of the hands together. Okay, let's repeat the movement. Inhale, right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, take it back behind you. Okay, inhale, bring the knees up, use the belly. Exhale, knees to the right. Left arm still out to the left, inhale. Exhale, bring the left hand together over the right. All right, so we move arms, then legs. Right arm up, left arm up, inhale. Exhale, drop it back behind you. Then bring the knees up. So use all of those torso muscles. Drop the knees over to the left. Nice twist here. Then right arm up, right arm comes palm together. Okay, so let's just move with this a few rounds of breath. You can see first movement's the arm, then there's a pause, front ribs are down, knees coming over. Nice deep twist. Just start to maybe soften or close your eyes and start to feel this twist initiating from deep in the interior of the body. And just let the shape, the outer edge or the outer border of the shape, let it be informed by the inner. Okay, those that want to go a little bit further with this can start to straighten the legs. Yeah, so you can start straightening the legs. So now you start to get a much bigger arc of movement. So if you're working with straight legs now, move the top leg, top arm first and let the bottom leg and bottom arm follow through. So just give it a try. Just slowly, now we start to add, a little bit of the hip component here. So instead of moving arm and then leg, switch it up. So you're moving the top arm, top leg at the same time. Okay, just a couple in the chest and in the hips. Good, and then bring it slowly to your back once you finish left side. And just take a couple of moments rest just feel all of that movement of the body. We've actually done almost a full body warm up in a few minutes lying on the back. Good. From here, soles of the feet to the floor, knees bent, feet hip distance apart. Inhale, take the arms overhead and raise the hips. And let's just hold the shape. Deep breath. So underneath your heels, try to pull them in towards the buttocks. You feel all of the firming of the buttock and hamstring area. Lower the hands down, keep the hips high, interlace the arms underneath you, raise the chest higher. Come right up onto tippy toes. Now press the little finger side of the hand down. Can you open the chest here? Nice deep breath in. And breathing out, coming all the way down. Gather the knees upwards towards the chest, squeeze them in. And let's just roll up and over to an all fours shape. Inhale, look up and open the chest, and exhale, right knee to forehead. Inhale, take the right leg back behind you. Feel the right buttock firm. And then swing the right foot forward into a low lunging base. Turn your left, keep your left knee on the floor, but pivot the left foot to the right of the mat and bring yourself up to standing with the whole front torso facing the long left edge of the mat. Right arm extended, left arm extended. Now reach out, just start right forearm to thigh. And take the left arm over. Now here, press the buttocks forwards and move this right knee back. You want to feel this outer right buttock firing up. Okay, if you've got a little bit more space, drop the right hand down, big toe, side foot or floor. Good, breathing in. Breathing out, circle that left hand down, return the left foot to the back of the mat and step the right leg back and feel that right hip, drop the belly, breathe in, look up. Breathe out, arch the spine, left knee to chest, and then inhale, left leg back behind you, firm the buttock. When you're ready, left foot steps forward. Just going to turn on the mat. Okay, take the right lower leg over to the right. I like to tuck my toes. Come up, your chest is facing the long right edge of your mat now. Okay, leaning over to the left, forearm to the thigh. Now, see if you can really lift these left ribs through by moving down through that left arm. Then take the right arm over. Turn the gaze, look up. So you want to keep that left lower rib line really clear. Okay, now feel the left outer buttock fire. It's like you move from the outer left knee to the outer left buttock. It's like you're gathering that up. Okay, if you want to go deeper, left hand brick or floor. Tight side of my back. Always good to notice these asymmetries. Nice deep breath here, inhale. Exhale slowly, right hand down, right leg returns to back of mat, left foot steps back, downward dog. Let's take the knees off the floor. So downward dog is a beautiful union of what falls and what rises. So press the hands forward and down. Turn the shoulder blades softly out as you descend them. And then feel the groins move backwards in that rising action of the spine from the palms of the hands to the groin fronts and tip of the tail. Then feel what descends, sitting bones, back of knees, Achilles heel. Nice. Deep, slow breaths. Inhale, raise the right leg towards the roof, point the toes. Bend the knee, turn the hip a little. So just feel working a little deeper into that hip point. And then exhale, right foot lands, little finger side of the right hand. Turn the right toes out, go right on ahead and sink the hips. So here we're working a slightly different panel of the hips, just slowly moving around here. So excavate a little bit side to side, left to right. It's okay to lift the right big toe off the floor. It actually gives you a little bit of a different sensation in the hips. Okay, think of the Vasisthasana, the side plank pose. We're going to base this on left hand and left little toe side. So walk the right foot halfway down the long right edge of the mat and get that left little toe down. Left hand. Slowly raise the right arm up to the roof. Okay, we're in the easy variation. Now have a look at that right leg. Get a 90 degree at the back of the knee. Lift the hips, stay here. Or let's take that right foot off the floor and lift it up into a scissor shape. So it's about, maybe half a meter up off the floor. Take the top arm over. We're balancing. Nice. Deep inhale here. Okay, exhale, right foot to the floor behind you. Behind you, we're reversing it. Take that right arm back, reach. Inhale. Exhale. Both hands to the floor, plank. Nice deep breath here. Inhale. Knees, chest, chin to the mat. Point the toes, ground the tail. Inhale. Bhujangasana. Exhale. Downward dog. Okay, so come back to what you can unify here. Start to feel the breath moving in now deep unison with the body. So the breath becomes this point of steadiness, like a rudder. So lean into that. This is the merge point of body and breath, and we don't get there until we've exerted the two of them just a little. Nice. Let's have a go. Same set, left side. All right, inhale. Left leg starts by lifting to the roof. Okay, bend the left knee, turn the hip. Inhale. Exhale, starting with that water dragon pose. So go right on and bring that left foot through, a little finger side of the left hand. Turn the toes out. Sink the hips down. I want you to keep the back right knee off the floor today. It's just giving us tone. We're building strength. Okay, moving around side to side, front to back, maybe circles. Just really get in and around that hip for you, whatever that means. Left toes can come off the floor. All right, here we go. We got this Vasisthasana version coming up. Are you ready? Lift the hips. Okay, it'll be right hand, right foot now. So turn the right foot down, get that whole little side down like a good blade there, and bring the left foot in line with the hip, 90 degrees back of the knee. Lift the left arm up, lift the hips. Okay, feel that right underside body strong, ribs turning forwards. Okay, stay here, or come weight that right leg, right foot. Raise the left leg up as high as you can. It's internally rotated. Inhale. Exhale, we're reversing it. So drop the left foot to the floor behind you. Slowly take the left arm over, reach back. Inhale. Exhale. Both hands down to the floor, plank position. Breathe in here, readjust. Knees, chest, chin, or you can just come straight down chaturanga if you've got it. Round the tail. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, downward facing. Nice work. Come back to that quality of merge point in the breath. Connect by what you feel. That's the best language for this merge point between inside and outside body, between experience and thought. You know, there's a palpable feeling inside when we practice. Stay with that deep, slow breath, whatever it might be that's rising. Okay, that exact set. One more time. Right leg to the roof, inhale. So we know where we're going now. So we can move with this a little deeper, a little more differently now. Bend the knee, take it back. Okay, here we go. Water dragon, right foot, step it through. Sink the hips and be present with what rises. What's beneath the skin? What's outside the skin? What is the awareness of that? Where is the breath? Okay, Vasisthasana. Let's take it back. Okay, you can do the half version or take it all the way through to the lifted leg variation, Vasisthasana 2. Inhale. Exhale, we reverse it. Just drop the right foot to the floor. The left foot stays as is. Take that top arm back. It's a nice back bend here. Inhale. Exhale, plank. Your version of Chaturanga Dandasana. Dropping the knees with me or stiff body if you've got it. Round the tail. Cobra or upward dog. Downward dog, take it back. Deep breaths. Left leg, inhale. Raise it up. Bend the knee, turn the hips. Inhale here. Fearless. Exhale. Left foot through, little finger side. We know where we're going. Sink the hips. Open the chest. Think of upward dog in the chest as you move through the hips. Feel they're softening, they're yielding. Okay, Vasisthasana, your version. How are you going to do it today? Bent leg or lifted straight? See if you can drop the front ribs. Inhale. Reversing. Exhale. Top foot to the floor, left foot. Right foot stays as is. Take that left arm back. Be bold. Good. Come all the way through. Plank. Your version of Chaturanga Dandasana. Tail rounds. Upward dog or cobra. Downward dog. Okay, let everything recover. We're going to take it all the way back. Hands to the feet. Okay, if the lower back, hamstrings, a little bit tight today,
Just widen the feet. Work on a brick half lift. Otherwise, feet hip distance apart, slowly fold, full forward fold. You've got the space, bring the hands. Those with feet at hip distance apart, bring the hands to hold the ankles, the forearms to press on the calf. Fold in deeply, below the belly. So you're working at one of those variations. Good. Then inhale, look forward and up. Okay, really tone your legs. Bring your hands to your hips. Okay, inhale, come up. Really strong legs here. Good. Okay. So, Jared, just before you joined us, everybody grabbed a chair. So if you've got a second to go and grab a chair, get that nearby. We're going to start with the brick, though. So just a brick to begin with and a wall space. So clear your mat. You will need your sticky mat up against the wall. I'm going to work on this lovely surface right here. So one brick, one sticky mat, one wall. I'm going to start with the left leg only so that I'm still facing you because I only have one surface of the wall to work with today. Step your foot up about a brick width out from the wall, and we will need to adjust this, so don't worry if you don't get it right first time. Okay, with your, that's your left foot. With your right leg, step it back wide as if for warrior two. And again, we'll be adjusting all of this as we go through. All right, we're going to work with the brick on the long surface between the knee and the wall. So I'm going to have to do two things. One is move my lamp and my beautiful plant leaf. And the other is get that brick in. So can you see that I've got ankle to knee stack? That's really important. Brick to wall. So I've got something to push into. I'm going to use my back leg now to step back so I get that nice, as close to that 90 degree as my body's happy to go. So let's here extend the arms. Push into the wall. You need that back foot. All right, right forearm down onto the thigh. That's all. I know you want to go deeper, but you're not allowed. Okay, squeeze the buttocks and press that right buttock forward. Move down into the right elbow tip and shift the right ribs forward. Now front ribs down. Raise the left arm up to the roof. Bend the arm at the elbow and touch the fingers to the wall. Okay, now turn the chest and look up. Now, when you press into the right knee, the brick and the wall, feel how that switches on the whole right thigh, particularly the outer buttock. And can you feel the hip opening? Beautiful. Inhale, come all the way up. Bring the brick with you so there's no brick accidents. Feel that right groin, right thigh. So deep opening. We didn't even go far into the pose. So let's bring that same opening to the other side. So same principle. Think about that setup for warrior one. Get the right knee in where you think it should be, the left leg back. Then lean in and drop your brick into place. And really have a keen eye on that back of knee space. Step the right leg back. Turn the heel down. Raise the arms. Okay, this left buttock is really firm, rolling in. Lean to the left. Let the left thigh move into the pelvic half and drop the forearm down to the thigh. Right arm to the roof. Okay, now press into the wall with the left knee. Focus on that left outer buttock. Now also focus on descending this left shoulder blade, pressing left elbow down. Right arm goes over, elbows bend, fingertips touch the wall. Look up. Look up towards the right corner of the room. Firm the legs. Come on. Push into the wall via the brick. See if you can feel that we're really bringing inner body to this pose. Beautiful. Inhale, come up. Release the brick. Step the feet together. Now, just for a moment, we're going to take a couple of breaths forward, fold in between. So feet hip width or mat width. Look up, breathe in. Breathe out. Come down to a resting forward fold. So you might wrap the thumbs to the opposite elbow. You might have a half lift on the brick. Doesn't matter where you go, but just focus on softening the side ribs and letting them lengthen. So let the effort of the pose be interspersed with receptivity so we can start to merge the edges of these two concepts as well, the places where we work and the places where we rest. Ideally, through the expression of yoga asana, we find both of those things even in the most extraordinarily difficult pose in the same way that we find them in a restorative pose. Good inhale, coming up. Okay, no wall this time. We'll need our chair. We also will not need our brick this time. So just a little chair. And let's get 4 legs on the sticky mat and have the seat of the chair facing towards you. Actually, I'm just going to flip it. But I did left leg first, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, left leg forward. Same pose, right? Be really towards the back of your mat. You want to be a fair way away from that chair. I was playing around with this yesterday on a chair with wheels, and I think it's probably better. Okay, lunge through the front leg. Think again, Virabhadrasana 2, yeah? So we haven't got that knee feedback now, but I want you to feel outer left knee to outer left buttock. I want you to switch it on yourself. Okay, reach forwards with your left hand and bring your palm to the chair. Just right hand to the hip for now. And give the heel of the hand in line with the left knee. All right, front ribs down. Back leg strong. Turn these left under ribs to the roof. Look up. Okay, if you've got more space, you slide the hand forward on the chair, you go lower. Right arm up. Okay, right palm, right sole of foot. Same effort. Take the right arm over. Okay, rebend that left knee if you lost that. Okay, if you can go deeper, you take the left hand forward on the seat of the chair. Strong rear leg. Come on, turn the left ribs. Beautiful. Inhale, come up. Nice work. Whew. Right foot steps forwards. My mat is buckling from effort. Okay, I'll switch my chair here. And we've got right foot forward, left foot back. Remember, we don't want to be too close to the chair because we've got to get that reach of the side ribs. Sink it down. Okay, reach the right arm forward to the chair. Left hand to the hip. Firm the right buttock. Front ribs down. This is why we did the groin work and the side rib work at the beginning of the class. Okay, left arm up. Strong rear leg, left arm over. Look up. Now, where are you going to work with that right hand? Where's perfect for you? Press that right hand down and use it to spin the right ribs under. Strong rear leg. Beautiful. Inhale, come up all the way from your legs. Step your feet in hip distance apart or mat width, hands to the hips. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, fold. Just a couple of breaths, rest. Not long. Inhale, come up. Okay. Bring your chair towards middle of the mat. Left leg. Actually, just push it. We're going to start with the left leg. So I'm going to drop the left leg over the seat of the chair, but we want to make sure you've got enough sticky mat behind you for the right leg to have grip. So if you had the chair in the middle of the mat, you might find your right leg's gone off the sticky mat. So here, if you've got a long shin bone and a low chair, you got to just get a blanket and build the chair up. Sit on a cushion. So if you're tall, just adjust. Now here we want heel to back inner arch. Lift the skin of the left thigh. You're sitting on that left sitting bone. I can probably move my chair over a little bit. Extend the arms. Move your navel to the right. Yes, you can feel how that's steadying the torso. Okay, reaching out to the left. You can bring the left hand down, big toe side to the brick or to the floor. Want you to work with what's perfect for you. Top arm over. Can you straighten the top arm? It's okay if you can't. The shoulder says bend the elbow, do that. Okay, now press the feet into the floor. Turn the right ribs under like we've been doing. Firm the left outer buttock. Deep, slow breaths. Beautiful. Inhale, come up. Oh, nice alignment. Slide. So you're sitting on the chair just normally. Let's hop up, especially if we want to just shift the chair just slightly towards the other side of the mat there. So as we now drop the right leg over, so there's a lot to be blended between, the expectation of this pose from, the mental space and then the execution of it. So today we're just using all of these props. So these two things come together for us. This is the union. 90-degree front leg. Left leg turned in, raise the arms. Oop. I keep ripping myself off the chair here. You make sure that left thigh can hang off the chair. All right, come forwards. Just bring the right hand down to the brick or to the floor. Big toe side. Start small. That's what I'm doing. And just, letting it slowly move in. Okay, take the top arm over as you feel ready. Now, even though you're on a chair and you don't have to bear your weight, switch on that outer right buttock, sole of the left foot, palm of the left hand, drop down into the right hand, turn the right ribs through. Turning. Beautiful. Feel all of that symmetry, that effortlessness now. Oh, my neck is releasing. Inhale, coming up. That's what happens. Okay, slide yourself through to just a normal seat on the chair, but with wide knees, and drop forwards. Link the thumbs to the elbow creases. Couple of breaths. I'm just deliberately lengthening the spine in between. All right, inhale, come up. All right, that's it with our chairs. So shift them off to the side for now. Bring the brick to the top of the mat. Hands to the hips, step the right leg back. So we're going to give it one go right in the middle of the room. No chairs, no walls, maybe a brick for your hand. Sink down through the hips. Imagine that knee pressing into the wall. Feel the outer left buttock firing up. Raise the arms, turn the navel to the right. Slowly drifting forwards now. Left hand down, big toe side. Right arm to the roof and over. Okay, nice deep front, 90 degree in the leg. Strong rear leg. Now, straighten that left arm and turn the left ribs under. Forward and through. Beautiful. Inhale coming up. Okay, just switch sides. Pivot. Right leg forward, left leg back. Virabhadrasana 2. Front knee, right outer buttock. Navel to the left. Keep the navel moving to the left as you take the right hand down. Brick or floor. Left arm over. And let the shape start to move from the inner body outwards. It's not an imposition from the skin. It's a merger between the two. Nice deep breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly release. Come up to standing. Pivot both feet, face same direction. Exhale, Prasarita. Take it down through the middle. Just let everything balance out and lengthen. Again, come back to that feeling sense. Those bridges that connect us deeply, while there's a whole lot of other stuff. We can let that drop. We can really focus our mind in on one thing. Just suddenly stopping to become more observant of where these things rise from, what they connect with, and then what that means from a felt sense, where we cling to our principles or where we hold together with others. Nice. We're going to raise the chest here with inhale. Walk ourselves around to downward dog, just in whatever side enables you to maintain your orientation to your viewing device. Drop the knees to the floor. Keep the toes tucked and draw the hands backwards towards the heels. And as you inhale, bring yourself up into Ustrasana. Now we've spent a lot of time in the hips and in the chest today. So keep your Ustrasana kind of soft, but allow yourself to explore the places we opened. So the skin of the upper arms moves back and allows the side walls of the chest to come forward. The hips, which we've taken through the full range in the pelvic girdle, now press forward easily, allowing lower back to be long. Notice that there is a peace here in the body. There is a unity. There's no effort, yet there's strength. Inhale fully. Exhale, drop the buttocks backwards to the heels. We're going to come to Adho Mukha Virasana, so the wide-kneed child's pose. Big toes together, knees nice and wide. Extend forwards. You can bend the elbows or keep them straight. You can rest the forehead on a brick or the floor. We're going to stay here 1 whole minute. So I want you to really hand yourself over to this. Completely let go. If you can bring your mind back to that space of the etheric field that sits just around the skin of the body. See if you can feel, sense, or detect all of the border spaces that we stretched today. And again, allow that etheric field to blend into the physical body slightly, and then out into the plasma or gel-like field of the outer body. Good. Slowly bring yourself upright. Bring your knees together. Cross the ankles over. Bring them forward in front. Let's go right on and lay ourselves down on the floor. Let's take Shavasana here. Legs out long, arms out long. If you feel like you need a little hug to the chest or a twist or backward bend to balance for you, for your needs particularly, make sure you do that. And as you take Shavasana today, just let your mind drift beyond that etheric field, beyond the physical field, and go out into that emotional field, about 30 centimeters to a meter outside the etheric body. Just sense its movement, sense its density. It becomes denser, more viscous as you notice it. And then move a little further out, another 30 centimeters, another meter into the mental field. And again, notice it. And then feel right out to that semi-permeable edge, boundary, end point of the field. From that edge point now, gently draw the whole lot in, a little closer towards the physical body until you feel it enervate the physical body. Until you feel the outer merging with the inner. And then just let it all go. If you have a little more space in your Saturday to rest in Shavasana, I encourage you to do that. If you do need to keep to time, we're just reaching that point now. And bringing the sole of the right foot to the floor, rolling out to the left. And pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat. Close your eyes. Really, what union is that spiritual connection that operates in the background of everything that we do. It's connected by how we feel or what we feel. This palpable sense of universal connectedness that we drop into like a lightning bolt from time to time, but really it's there all the time, every day. And this is how we live life from the inside out. At one with this sense of sovereignty, of principles, and at the same time removed of any sense of separateness from the world unfolding around us. Let's bring the palms together in prayer over the chest and bow the head. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today.